Hi there. Thank you for joining the Lotus Flower Meditation. And I know you received your directions and how you can create a lotus flower from a tea candle and crepe paper. So I'm actually going to show you how to do that. And thank you for signing up for Creative Workshops for a Change, where I'm committed to changing lives so that you can transform those habits and behaviors. And so I'm going to go ahead and get started because I want this to be a simple process for you. So I had mentioned in the instructions that you would start with a streamer, and you've noticed this particular one right here already has been cut. This is an uncut one, and so you want to get them so they're about 24 inches long. And notice that this is like a party with balloons. And if you take a look at this particular lotus flower here, that's why when you actually write your affirmations or your intentions on these crepe paper, they can reveal interesting patterns. So it makes it for a very enjoyable and pleasurable end result. So what I suggested in the instructions is that you're going to fold the crepe paper in half 3 times. So in this particular situation, it has a pattern on it. It doesn't really matter if I fold it inside or out. This is the 2nd time and this is the 3rd time. So this is the actual folding 3 times. Now what I've done is I've started this particular one here, folded it 3 times, and we're beginning to cut the petals. So you're going to have a base. This is your base, and you're cutting an angle like your flower. That's your piece there. And we're also going to cut another angle going that way. And notice we're not cutting to the end. You don't want to do that. And now we're just simply cutting in the slits so that we have very sharp edges that are revealed to you. Now, when you're doing this process, it's you alone. Maybe you have a child and you want to teach them how to do this. But the idea is that you have the opportunity to just create. And mankind does very well in its level of creativity. As we know, we have created many things in humankind. And it is interesting how this particular process can actually relax us as we're very focused in doing a creative process. So notice I've just got little sharp edges there, okay? So in here we have like little confetti. So who knows what you can do with that. Now we're going to lay this out because I want you to see all of the edges. And again, you have the instructions, but it's always nice to see. And so here we go. We're not looking for perfection. And then the next step is you're going to fold and twist, and you're going to put it into a cluster. Now, at the very beginning, I said light your candle first. So as you notice, the candles were lit, and the wax is melted, and now I'm just pinching together the petals. Now, this is crepe paper, and it's delicate, so don't worry about hurting anything, and you can always pull your petals, together, such as this. We can go around, and if they stick up, just gently fold them over because we're going to undo them, unfold them later to get that kind of a spread look that we have over here. So the other link I gave you was a lecture by a Gail DeBordis, who has a PhD with Boston University. And they did a lecture, and it was held at Harvard, I believe, and you have the link. And what that really is the latest information on neuroscience and meditation. And what is really great about meditation is it really gives us the opportunity to lower the heart rate, to lower the blood pressure. It helps improve our sleep. It helps with our mental focus. And it gives us a sense of well-being, not to mention, taking our brainwave patterns and lowering them in such a way. So please read that very instructive and informative PDF that I have linked for you in that instruction sheet I gave you. So notice right here, okay? Now, the one thing that you can also do, and I think I mentioned this in the writing as well, is before you cut, you might want to put your affirmation, and you can enclose it in there. So you can write on whatever it is you want to say, a prayer for someone, a loving thought, a positive affirmation for you. And when you're folding it up, no one would ever know, but that particular message is there for you as you have it sitting on your altar. So we notice we have the beginnings of a lotus flower here. It's very thick and bulky. The wax has melted, and so what we're going to do, and very carefully, so again, if you're working with children, you need to be very careful about this, and for yourself. But we're going to gently blow out the candle. There we go, almost blew out the other one. And then you're actually going to set your positive intention on top of the wick, and you're going to just leave it right there in the hot wax. And you're going to allow it to cool inside the hot wax so that when it's hardened, you've actually taken the petals and pulled each and every one of those apart, so that this becomes your reminder of this meditative moment, your connection for healing, for focus, for enlightenment, whatever the intention is. So in my workshops, I like to have opportunities where we're taking into mind the body, mind, and spirit. And this is what we do now. Notice this is still a little warm. You can certainly blow that or cool that, but we would take one petal at a time and very slowly and very gently unfold the petals of the lotus flower as it begins to become alive with your intention and with those moments that you've chosen to meditate and take that time. So I want to thank you very much for joining in. Please come back and visit. And I'm even thinking of making a kit of these lotus flowers. So if you're interested in that, please let me know. I might be able to have a whole new product line of just the lotus flowers. So thank you, and go to Creative Workshops for a change.